Time travel, a concept that has fascinated humanity for centuries. From H.G. Wells' The Time Machine to blockbuster films like Back to the Future and Interstellar, our imagination has been captivated by the idea of bending time. But what if I told you that a mathematician has uncovered new enigmas that could fundamentally change how we view the possibility of time travel? And here's the kicker. If you managed to travel through time, you wouldn't remember it. Intrigued? Let's dive in. First, the good news. The laws of physics as we understand them don't outright forbid time travel. Concepts like Einstein's theory of relativity even suggest potential pathways, like wormholes or closed time-like curves, that could make time travel theoretically possible. These ideas have led to some fascinating experiments, although none have succeeded in breaking the barriers of time just yet. Physicists have tried bending space-time, using quantum uncertainty, and even testing these theories through advanced simulations. But as groundbreaking as these efforts are, none have managed to bypass the fundamental hurdles imposed by the universe's laws. Now, let's talk about the bad news, courtesy of Lorenzo Gavesino, a mathematician at Vanderbilt University. Gavesino's recent research reveals a surprising consequence of time travel. Your memories wouldn't survive the journey. Why? The answer lies in the second law of thermodynamics. This law states that entropy, or the measure of disorder in a system, always increases over time. Unlike other physical laws, it has a clear arrow of time, distinguishing the past from the future. Gavesino applied this principle to a hypothetical time-traveling spaceship. His thought experiments showed that if you traveled back to the same point in time, the entropy of the system would need to reset. That process would reverse all biological and physical processes, including memory formation. Imagine stepping into a time machine, only to emerge with no recollection of the journey. Gavesino explains that any memories formed during the trip would be erased to maintain the system's entropy balance. This applies not just to human memories, but to any kind of memory storage, including computers. But it doesn't stop there. Gavesino also found that even the clocks inside the time-traveling spaceship would malfunction. For a clock to return to its starting point, it must tick at a frequency that aligns perfectly with the journey's timeline. This creates subtle defects, disrupting not only timekeeping, but potentially the very stability of matter within the ship. These findings raise profound questions about how time travel might work. Would the journey be worth it if every trace of the experience is erased? And what about causality, the idea that actions in the past could alter the present? However, there may be potential loopholes. Some scientists argue that while the second law of thermodynamics applies to entire systems, individual components might behave differently. For example, human memory relies on highly localized decreases in entropy. Could this allow memories to survive a closed time-like curve? It's a tantalizing idea. Gavesino's work doesn't prove or disprove the possibility of time travel. Instead, it highlights the strict conditions and mind-bending consequences of traversing time. In a universe governed by self-consistency, time travel wouldn't resemble the freewheeling adventures we see in fiction. Instead, it would be a tightly regulated experience, one where causality and entropy reign supreme. So, are there any real-world time travelers among us? If Gavesino's conclusions are correct, they wouldn't remember their journey. Or perhaps we wouldn't recognize them. But one thing is certain, the mysteries of time are far from solved. What do you think? Could time travel ever become a reality, or are these enigmas too great to overcome? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed exploring the science of time travel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the mysteries of the universe. Until next time, keep dreaming and questioning the limits of what's possible.